Healthcare reform. The I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, and the complete measure signed into law.
And as you know, the people have spoken, but health care passed anyway. So you know.
Even though President Obama has won a major victory, he'll continue to sell the law to the American people.
My question is, though, in the economy times that we have now, is it a wise decision to add more taxes to us with the health care? Because we are overtaxed as it is.
Here's the bottom line. Number one.
This is simply the most aggressive takeover we have seen of government.
About 1,000 people protested the bill, saying it would raise taxes, increase the debt.
We actually put in place a whole bunch of mechanisms to start reducing the actual cost of health care.
Businesses large and small face some steep costs.
I'm not happy about it. I don't know how I'm going to implement it.
We'll have the basic principle that everybody gets coverage.
56% disapprove of it.
62% of Americans want the GOP to keep fighting.
Number two, you don't know who might end up being in that situation.
The president is saying, listen, I'm going to give you a 35% tax credit right away.
Right.
And in a few years, a 50% tax credit.
That's still 65% my dime and 50% my dime that I don't have right now.
You
and
can't
I don't
afford
think,
to pay the rest of it.
I don't think most small businesses can, honestly.
And so part of what we have to do is always say to ourselves, there, but for the grace of God, go I.
Congressman Bart Stupak under fire for his vote in support of health care reform, expected to call it quits.
And the final point is that
the likes of AT&T saying right now it's going to cost them $1 billion. 3M, $90 million.
Setting aside anything we did in reform.
Verizon, almost $50 million. Deere, $150 million.
Healthcare costs.
We can talk all we want about health care, whatnot. It's where the jobs and the money are.
And if you look at the recent polls, everybody says it's jobs and it's the economy.
Economy number one, economy number two.
So if you're concerned about the deficit,
it's going to add to an already bloated government.
Nearly $13 trillion in debt and rising.
Point number two is we've got the strongest insurance reforms in history.
Do politicians ever earn any money, or they just spend ours?
Boy, that was a long answer. I'm sorry.
Do you understand how confusing this health care bill is? More Americans now understand the plot of Lost than understand.
The president's approval ratings not that great.